guys, so I'm in a little bit of a predicament because I just realized or found out today that my camera is broken. And so I can't capture the video that I've filmed over the last 10 days for the giving year and edit it and show you. And I can't use my other camera either because that doesn't capture into my computer. So the good, that's the bad news. The good news is I'm gonna tell you what happened so you get me for the next 10 minutes. So on day 345, we went to see a movie at the Lake Worth Playhouse, and I ended up giving a token to Judy, who really wanted to sit in the seats that we were sitting in, and I was able to enroll her because there was 5 of us and we would have to split up, and so I was able to enroll her to sit in the row in front of us, and I gave her a token as a thank you, and it really shifted her energy and the way that she was feeling about it, and she went from being a little upset to being just super nice and sweet. So thank you, Judy, for making a difference in my day. Then on day 346, I went to Banana Republic to remove 2 of the security tags that a store in Atlantic City hadn't taken off from 2 of my shirts. And I showed her the receipt at Banana Republic, and she was cool enough to remove them. So thank you, Debbie, for making a difference in my day. Then on day 347, I gave a token to this really sweet bagger at Publix. His name was Eric, and he ended up helping me take all my groceries out to my car, and he was just like this sweet young guy. And so thank you, Eric, for making a difference in my day. Then on Monday, let's see, day 348, I went down to the Lake Worth Pier, and it was a beautiful night, and I walked all the way out on the pier, and suddenly this old woman came up with her grandson, and she started talking to me, and she was so sweet, and we just connected, and she hugged me, and I ended up giving her and her grandson a token. So thank you, Bernice, for making a difference in my day. And thank you to your grandson for taking you out on such a beautiful night on the Lake Worth Pier. Then on day 349, I was at yoga, and I was getting ready in the dressing room, and I overheard these 2 women talking after yoga, and it was Alexis, one of them. It was her birthday, so I ended up giving her a token as a happy birthday and as a thank you for making a difference in my day. So thank you, Alexis. And I hope you had a great birthday evening as well. And then on day 350, I ended up giving a token. Oh, I went to Publix, and I was going to get some food, and I realized I didn't have my wallet. And it was very late at night. I hadn't given a token out, and so I just decided to go into Publix anyway and just appreciate, you know, the first person that I felt needed to be appreciated. So I ended up giving a token to this old man that was at the cash register, and he was so sweet. So thank you, Bob, for making a difference in my day. Then on day 351, I did something that I do once in a while, which I kind of like. It's kind of anonymous, and I ended up just leaving a token with my tip to the waitress at this pizza place down in Lake Worth. So thank you for being in service. And let's see, day 352. That was Friday, and I ended up going to Panera Bread to meet with Eric and Joe about helping them with their website. And I ended up connecting with this old man at the, you know, where you get creamer for your coffee. And he was so incredibly sweet, this old man. And we were talking about Sweden and all kinds of stuff, and he was telling me that he had 3 women with him today, and I gave him a token, and he insisted that I come and meet these women and tell them about TOFA. So I did, and it was just amazing. So thank you for making a difference in my day. And I also gave a token to Joe, one of the guys that I met with. Thank you, Joe, for making a difference in my day. And then on day 353, which was last night, wow, I gave a token to Daniel in LA, who is a friend of mine, and I have one of my exes is actually taking the trainings that I took 2 years. He has been there. Since I'm not in LA, I haven't been able to sort of be there for her during all of her breakthroughs, and he has been there for her like since day 1. And last night was a really big night for her, and he was there, and he called me and told me what was going on, and just such a sweetheart and such a stand in this world for people being able to live a life that they weren't really on track to live. And thank you, Daniel, for making a difference in my day. And thank you for making a difference in Gab's day. I mean, like, really, like, heart. Thank you so much. So today, well, Friday, this guy called me and he said, is your cat home? And I was like, what are you talking about? And he had found my cat's collar in a bush. And I said, yeah, my cat's home, and he lost it like a while back, and I didn't know where it was. And so he said, well, I found it, and if you want to pick it up, here's where I live, and he gave me the address. And so today I went over there, and I thought, you know, he was such a sweet guy, and what a sweet thing to do to find a cat collar and actually call the number and see if I needed it. So it turns out he lives next door to me, I go up there, and he's standing there, and he's holding one of the kittens that I had found in my backyard a couple of weeks ago. And you know, I had found homes for 2 of the kittens, but I hadn't found homes for the other 2 kittens, and then they disappeared because the mom was upset that the first 2 kittens were gone. So it was this whole thing. And so they were there, and he had totally taken them in and was trying to find a home for them now, and feeding them and being with them. And so I was like, wow, you know, and I thanked him for giving me my collar. And so I hand him a token, and I go, you know, thank you for making a difference in my day. And I start explaining, and he goes, you already gave me one of these. And I said, what? And he said, yeah, over at the Suncoast station one night. And I totally did. About probably 3 months ago, he's one of the giving years, and he had come out of the Suncoast station, and he had this beautiful energy about him, just like there was something about this man. And he got into his car, and I went up to him, and I said, I just want to give you a token. And I gave him a token that night, and it turns out it's my neighbor, first of all. And then he calls me and gives me my cat collar, and he's helping me take care of these kittens. So it's just like, wow. Really, really cool stuff. So he got a token today. And wow, that's a lot of talking. So, you know, there's about 11 days left, 12 days left of the giving year. And, you know, I'm going to figure out what to do with the video. Maybe I'll just talk through the rest, which is kind of fun. Actually, it's a little different. It's been a trip. So anyway, thank you so much, and thank you all for making a difference in my day.